Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
Maybe you are.
Am I the villain?
Welcome back to Yippee Ki-Yay, where we talk about the shit. Yeah, I said yippee, I know. I know. Wait, are we stopping or are we going to keep
No,
this going?
we'll just keep going. I'll cut it. What's the name of the show, Saabria?
Yippee Ki-Yay. I was so excited.
You sounded great.
I know.
Just say
The name
the name
correct.
correctly.
Can we keep this in?
We'll see.
Welcome back to Yippee Ki-Yay, where we talk about the things and y'all gotta listen. This is Saabria, and I'm here to my co-host, my wonderful bestest friend ever, John. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, Saabria. I could be better, though.
Explain why.
I guess the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special could have been better.
Excuse me.
That's my real problem.
Pause. Give her props. It's Hannah-versary.
The Hannah-versary.
Please and thank you.
Sorry, Miley. All due respect.
Oh, no due
Although
respect.
not much is due to that special.
Womp womp.
It just was so boring. Did you watch it?
I did, literally today. Halfway through, I was on my phone.
It could have been something.
It could have been. I was waiting for Emily to come on, Mitchell to come on. Honestly, the brother, whatever his name was, I don't remember his name.
Jason Earls?
That's what it was. I was waiting for a lot of other people to be coming on, and we got Selena Gomez and randomly Chapel Roan.
At least Selena was on the damn show.
Which honestly, I did forget about that. So I was like, oh.
Why was Chapel there for 3 minutes?
And with her face being like, oh my god, yeah, I'm so happy. Girl, fix your face.
If they had recorded in front of a live studio audience, then okay, Chapel's there to bully the kids.
Yes.
But there were no damn kids on that set.
Not at all.
So-
All you saw were 30-year-old men and women in that audience. I'm glad she had an
I
audience.
would have killed to be there.
Honestly same.
I would have flown across the country for 3 songs. I don't care.
Yeah. Honestly, they were really good 3 songs. I was happy about the songs. Say what you have to say.
The Climb is a Miley Cyrus song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is.
It's
You're
not
right.
a Hannah Montana song. It's in the Hannah Montana movie. I get it. I'm not dumb. Don't at me.
But she was Miley, not Hannah.
So
She did say at the end that she was trying to integrate. So maybe she was doing that to be like, yeah, Miley is Hannah, Hannah is Miley. She's like, I'm 32. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna have this blonde wig on. No, she said that was her hair.
she dyed her hair blonde.
It was looking good. Can't be mad at that. But yeah. I wish it was a little bit more something, especially for being 2 decades old, but
The one moment where I thought, okay, we're getting somewhere,
Yeah.
was when the former executive had come in and been like, oh, it was
Gary.
such a risk when we chose you. But then he's immediately like, well, good to see you, gals. Gotta go. And
Right.
what made a 12-year-old Miley Cyrus a risk? Obviously,
Right.
she became risky for the brand of Disney Channel to be associated with.
Yeah.
But when she was prepubescent and doing her Hannah Montana issue, being like, hey, y'all, it's me, Miley.
I guess risky in the sense that this was a fresh face. She didn't know acting. She didn't know what this was. She just knew that this could be a cool opportunity, but she wanted to get home back to Jeff.
Sure, but she clearly had it.
True. Gary said what he had to say, and he dipped.
Hopefully, for the 30th anniversary, we get something a little meatier.
I don't think we are.
I don't even need the D-listers. I just want a real conversation of Miley to spill the tea.
Ooh.
No offense.
No, all offense. Every single one, yeah.
Did I just create drama?
Are you the drama?
Should we talk about the drama?
Great segue.
The Drama is the new movie released by A24, written and directed by Christopher Borgli, stars Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. The movie has been teased since last December when they released a save the date. There were some additional promotional love letters, and things really started ramping up in February when they began releasing posters and trailers for the movie. Everything was clearly left intentionally ambiguous, mysterious, a little twisted,
A little
and
saucy.
nonsensical.
Yes.
There were 3 posters for the movie released gradually throughout the lead up to the movie. They all got a little more sinister as they were revealed. The first shows a photo of the 2 of them, presumably at their engagement. You see Zendaya's hand on Rob's chest. Yes. The second photo is them at the wedding, smiling, laughing, happy. Mm. The third photo shows Zendaya looking a little disheveled and upset in an orange puffer over her wedding gown, and Robert Pattinson, who looks like he has been to hell and back in his tuxedo.
I've seen better days.
Zendaya and her stylist, Law Roach, had an incredible run of looks for the premieres. Those looks were playing on a theme of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. It's interesting to note that her dresses transitioned from white to dark.
Ooh.
As they were revealed to us, the audience. Saabria.
Yes, sir.
Pre-today, what did you think this movie was going to be about?
Okay, so based off of the title, The Drama, I knew there was going to be drama. I knew it dealt with a wedding. The most of what? I knew there was going to be something dramatic happening. I know Zendaya said something weird when she was at the table with her friends and Rob in the movie. Don't know what they were doing. Don't know what they were saying. But she said something wonky. And even her friend was kind of like, huh? I assumed they were going to break up in the end.
I assumed we would watch a couple fall out of love. Maybe it would be a psychosexual situation. Maybe they would be toxic, abusive sort of vibe. It was so clear that the trailer wanted us to not know what was happening. So I kind of knew that, okay, I'm missing something big. I had heard Zendaya say on Jimmy Kimmel that audiences should go in unknowing and really experience the drama. And when Zendaya tells me what to do, I do it.
Oh, yeah.
No questions asked. So pretty much after that, anytime I saw her or Robert speaking, I said, ignore, abort.
Honestly, you should just do that to everything. Any trailer that you see on the internet. You shouldn't be watching it and then trying to figure it out, you know?
Well, and even when we're in the AMC, the month of a movie coming out, I fully just dissociate when the trailers come on. I already know if that's a movie I want to see or not.
Yeah.
I'm not looking anymore, because the movies give it all away.
They do.
And I appreciated these trailers because they never did.
True. They never did. You were still kind of like, what happened? And that's why they wanted to get you in that theater. Get that butt sat.
We'll get more into this, but did you ever think that this movie was just going to be a straightforward rom-com?
No.
Interesting.
No.
For anyone still listening to this who has not seen the drama, we are about to spoil everything.
We're going to pour every glass of water and we're going to spill that bitch.
We are going to run down the plot synopsis and respond to it in detail. So if you have not seen the drama, this is your final opportunity to skip to the end to find out who should quit or keep yapping.
Yep.
If you stick around, don't get mad at us.
Wait, give them a couple more seconds. Last second. Last kind of second. Hey, okay.
The movie starts with a close-up of Emma's ear. That's Zendaya's character. Fuck that. Okay, honestly, the whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm thinking Zendaya and Rob Pattinson. Let's just call them that.
Yeah. I might accidentally call her Emma. Honestly.
That's fine. Whatever. I'm gonna just call them by their names. Because this movie is relying on the fact that, one, Zendaya, is she married? Is she engaged? Is she not? Is she with Tom? All of it. And it's about the two of them being incredible movie stars. And you're there to watch them and be like, can you love someone who maybe wanted to do something bad, even if they're Zendaya? I thought immediately she's going to lose that ear. I thought it was going to be Picasso chopped off.
You'd have thought at that exact moment a knife was going to go from the back.
Not in that moment, but okay, foreshadowing. I thought maybe he'll cut off the ear, and that maybe she would cut off her own ear to be like, this is how much I love you.
Oh, you thought Zendaya was going to get crazy.
I thought both of them were going to get crazy. I kind of thought that was the bit of this movie. That's where my mind went.
I'm glad I did not go there. Wait. Then go. Close enough.
Edit that in post.
No, don't edit. Please don't. That was funny.
Oops. So it cuts from the ear to your meet cute. We see Rob walk into a cafe. He notices Zendaya immediately.
Which, I mean, when do you not notice Zendaya?
Of course. He sits down and waits for her to leave her table for a moment. He runs over. He looks at the name of the book. It's called The Damage.
Yes.
He goes back to his table, waits for her to come back, and then approaches her with a lie of, oh my God, that book meant so much to me. He's really selling it.
Yes.
She seemingly ignores him completely. So we see him go back to the table. He comes back up to try again. At this point, she ends up turning around, and there's an awkward moment. He apologizes for upsetting her. She's like, no, it's fine. I'm deaf in this ear. What do you want? Do you want to try it again? And he goes back to the table. He comes back. They finally meet. We are going back and forth in time. We're in the present moment of when most of this movie takes place, which is when they're preparing their wedding speech to each other. We go back to their first date, their first kiss, all of these milestone moments along the way.
Yes.
Things start getting really interesting when Zendaya and Robert are walking home. They see their wedding DJ, Pauline, smoking heroin. They take this discovery to the final meeting with their caterer to decide on the menu for the wedding, in which they're sitting at a table with their maid of honor, Rachel, and the best man, Mike. They ask Rachel and Mike, what would you do if you found your DJ smoking heroin? And one of the characters ends up saying, like, what if it was the worst day of her life? Rachel and Mike reveal that right before their own wedding, they're a couple, they had shared with each other the worst thing they had ever done. Rachel sort of exposes Mike that his thing was using his former girlfriend as a meat shield against a dog in Mexico.
Yeah. Yes.
Rachel reveals that she locked her words, slow child into an abandoned RV's closet where he starts freaking out, understandably. She leaves him there overnight. She's asked by his father, do you know where he is? She lies and says no. There's a manhunt. They find him. He's fine.
Thank God.
Rachel is like, come on, guys, don't be unreasonable. It could happen to anyone.
Girl.
And just assumes that everyone will be understanding of her.
No. You lock someone in a closet who obviously has a mental learning disability, whatever. Who are you? I don't care how old you are. Get this boy out the closet.
Robert shares that in high school, he had been cyberbullying a classmate, which may or may not have resulted in the family having to move away because of the cyberbullying. Emma is then prodded to reveal her thing, and she hesitantly reveals that when she was 15, she planned to commit a school shooting. She ended up losing her hearing from holding the rifle too close to her ear while practicing shooting in the woods behind the school. This revelation shocks everyone and angers Rachel, whose cousin Samantha was paralyzed in a shooting. The moral of the story is don't let a bitch be your maid of honor if she wouldn't help you hide the body.
Period.
I don't understand why anyone would play this game. I feel passionately that this is a game for boring people. If you have not lived this game is fun.
Yeah.
This game only could have negative things, especially 6 days before a wedding. Jake, if you're listening to this, if you did something horrible, I don't want to know about it when we're ready for our wedding.
Yeah. We're basically doing the wedding at this moment. Don't say anything stupid right now.
Tell me when we get back from the honeymoon.
Or honestly, don't tell me at all.
You can't keep it to yourself.
You kept it to yourself for so long. Rob and Zendaya have been together in this movie for 2 years, right? It's been 2 years. If you in the 2 years that you didn't want to say anything, why say something now?
Quit yapping.
Quit yapping.
Zendaya makes it very clear she thought about this. She was prepared to do it. She did not do it.
Yes.
This sends Charlie on a tailspin, beginning to reconsider how well he really knows Emma. They go home together. She tries to explain to him that she was being bullied. We see a montage of her being bullied. Yeah. She talks about how she was really drawn to these horrific events, which were happening all around her at a formative age, that there were online communities that were glorifying gun violence, which she was exposed to, but that she ends up abandoning the plan because on the day that she was going to do her mass shooting, there is another mass shooting at a mall in which one of their peers is shot and dies. And she realizes the horrible impact that something like that could have. They awkwardly continue preparing for the wedding. Emma begins having shooting-related nightmares, while Charlie grows paranoid regarding her mental state and fixates on a lot of gun imagery. There are many montages where we see the two of them walking around the city in flashback in the present, and he is cutting in and out between the current day Zendaya and the younger actress who plays teenage Zendaya. Yeah. There is also a lot of imagery of present day Zendaya and young Zendaya, played by another actress, who are brandishing weapons, posing with weapons. They're really playing up on the imagery of her with the gun. We only see really a shot of carnage, which Zendaya imagines a mass shooting at the wedding itself. It's very brief. You sort of hover there for a moment, and then it never comes back. The funniest moment of this movie is when they're meeting with the photographer. And it does a hard cut to the photographer being like, so we'll shoot you together, we'll shoot you apart, we'll shoot you from the back, we'll shoot you from the front, we'll shoot the parents, we'll shoot the siblings, we'll shoot the grandparents.
We'll shoot everybody. And she kept going too. I didn't think you could shoot so many things in one way.
The entire theater had church giggles.
Oh my god. That was the best part of the movie.
Hilarious.
And you definitely saw Emma be completely uncomfortable. And
both facial reactions are priceless.
Yes, both low-key pale. And she just keeps going and going. And she's like, is it just nerves? Am I sensing some nerves? It's like, no, bitch, you're sensing everything else. Like, stop talking.
After being ignored by Rachel, Emma is questioned by her boss over why Rachel has not been in contact over a shared project. And Emma inadvertently suggests that Rachel be removed from a work project. As a result, Rachel withdraws from her friendship with Emma and makes it clear that she does not plan to attend the wedding. Charlie goes to her office and begs her to go, and then attempts to defend Emma. He is really trying to justify Zendaya's thought process, trying to develop some compassion in Rachel. Rachel says, I have to discuss this with my cousin Samantha. I need her consent to be able to go to the wedding.
Why do you need to talk to your cousin?
Don't tell your cousin that the wedding you're in is for someone who planned a mass shooting. It's that simple. 15 years ago. A lifetime has passed.
Exactly. Like, we're all different people.
Robert leaves the office. He walks out. He sees a woman in a wheelchair, and he's immediately like, you must be Samantha.
Has to be Sam.
Crazy. There's an awkward dance where he's both trying to keep her attention, so he's sort of blocking her in her wheelchair. He also wants to build familiarity and trust, so he's sort of leaning into her, but then he keeps realizing that that's leaning over her, and she's getting more uncomfortable as he's doing that, so then he's leaning back, but then she's trying to leave. And there's a really awkward moment that just ends with him frantically assuring her, you would love Emma.
Because Emma's so good. Emma's so great.
And she's like, okay, whatever. I really gotta go. While at work, Charlie is panicking more and more about this, and he goes to his coworker, Misha, to ask her what she would do if her boyfriend, Blake, had planned a mass shooting in his youth, but hadn't followed it through. Misha says she would call the police. I thought it was interesting. You're gonna call the police about an event that didn't happen 15 years ago?
Thank you. That's the second time in this movie that's happened, because I think the first time it was either with Rachel or Mike, I can't remember, during that like whole time when they were tasting the wine and stuff. Yeah. And why are we calling the police? I'm not considering this shit now. I'm 30, girl. Like, why do I want to do a mass shooting now? What you gonna do, go to a middle school right now? Like, that's weird.
I mean, as long as she doesn't join the PTA, we should be fine.
Thank you.
A distraught Charlie throws his salad and Diet Coke across the room, storms out, breaks down in another room. He's crying. He's a hot-ass mess. Misha attempts to comfort him. He kisses her. He pulls back. He goes back in. She starts kissing him back. He rips off her shirt. And then, just as they're about to have sex together, he quickly stops himself and says, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell anyone. They agree not to tell their respective partners and to keep it moving. So we cut to their wedding. And they fire Pauline, their DJ, who profusely declares that she is innocent. She was not doing heroin. I think it's a good thing if your DJ's doing heroin. Bring the party.
Bring the fun.
Don't let people see you, but whatever it takes to get the music in the right place, please. I'd prefer you do a few lines, but if you need to smoke heroin, just do it behind the dumpster.
Maybe do it like off property.
We don't see the ceremony, but we do see them all at the reception. They're all seated at these beautiful tables. We see a speech from Emma's dad in which he talks about how when she was a little kid, she was warm and lovely and shy or something.
Yeah, like how all fathers talk about their little daughters. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he talks about how she went through a brief phase where she was a theater kid, but not a fun theater kid. Everything had to be about life or death.
When he said that, I was like, shit, she's lied about it. She lied about it. Because like I think even Charlie was kind of like, and that's why I think that he asked the dad after the speech, like, oh, did you just have firearms everywhere? And you're kind of like, what? Because you're a theater kid. So if everything has to be serious, she's a method actress. So she had to be in the role. So for all we know, she wasn't contemplating anything. She was just like saying that she did, especially since like the bullying wasn't that bad. When the girls was like, "Oh, you need to wear deodorant," Or like, watch where you're going, slut, or whatever. That's middle school, high school. Bitches are mean. That's not like, I'm gonna kill people vibe.
Then presumably Emma is telling the truth because her dad closes the speech by talking about how she grew into becoming a little activist, which got to the point that he even had to pick her up from, I think he said, a police station because she was throwing eggs at Walmart employees for selling firearms.
Is there a story you want to say, John?
I have to digress.
I don't think digressing is a good thing. I think sometimes, like, as Robert Pattinson said in the movie that Freud said, if you bottle feelings up, it comes out in a more violent way. So I feel you should say the story.
Okay. So I couldn't bottle the feelings up because I laughed out loud when he said you were an activist at Walmart. Because it brought up my own history of activism. So in high school, I was a activist on behalf of the fish at Walmart. The Walmart staff, granted, now as an adult, like, they were probably really busy. They had a lot of things to do. They were all paid minimum wage. I get it was none of their priorities.
Yes.
To be tending to the fish.
Yeah.
But the fish were horribly neglected.
Oh my God.
The tanks were dirty. There were regularly dead fish. At this point, I was a freak. I worked at the library. I had a little bit of disposable income. So I had so many fish in my room. I had 2 20-gallon aquariums. I had betta fish in beautiful vases on every surface imaginable. 1 per vase to keep them safe. Don't worry, I was a fish activist. Don't at me. They were treated with love.
Is this the tism?
I
didn't know all of that. Wait.
I had a lot of fish.
Apparently.
At one point, I think I had like 60-something fish.
Oh, so this is the tism.
I had a lot. I really was in a rabbit hole of fish.
Got it.
And I'm regularly, I would go to Walmart I would lie to my mom, and I would say like, oh, I need this CD. I was going to advocate for the fish.
Don't you lying to Nancy about going to see the fish?
Nancy would be like, I need eggs. I'd be like, great, I need this. I would go cause a ruckus over some fish.
Okay, yes.
And so I'm reflecting mid-scene on where did that come from? Mm-hmm. And then I thought, oh, am I Zendaya? Because, in part, the love of the fish, the advocacy for the fish,
yes,
came from a feeling of needing to make a debt whole. When I couldn't have been older than 12.
Okay.
I'm walking past this little creek in my hometown, right next to Main Street Pizza.
Yeah.
And the little creek had always been so small.
So small.
But there had been like a lot of rains, I guess. And so the water was higher. And there were a lot of fish, beautiful fish. Yeah. I identified them as koi fish, but...
They probably weren't.
How koi fish were like in a little creek in Massachusetts, I don't know.
We don't question people now.
Who knows what kind of fish they were.
Mm-hmm.
I see this rock sitting on the sidewalk. I pick it up, and I wonder to myself, if I hit a fish with a rock, would it die? I throw the rock at the fish. And the fish dies.
Really?
So I get what it's like to have done a bad thing out of childlike curiosity.
I don't think.
And that's the testament of Emily.
That's it. Are we keeping this?
Probably not.
I think we should. All right.
During the wedding, Rachel
That
is
bitch.
staring daggers at Zendaya. It's very uncomfortable. She ends up giving a pretty passive-aggressive wedding speech, essentially deriding Emma for her dishonesty and for Charlie enabling her behavior, which increases Emma's anxiety.
Honestly, she would have got kicked the fuck out.
The bitch really shouldn't have come.
But as my brother Mike, you should have left your wife home. You should have knew what was gonna go down, what was gonna happen. Especially after a couple drinks, like, that girl was gonna cause a scene.
While in the bathroom, Emma thinks that she overhears Misha discussing a school shooting with another guest. Emma confronts Misha about this, but she says we weren't talking about anything. I personally believe that Zendaya thought she heard that didn't actually happen. Mm-hmm. She believes that Rachel was telling Misha about the school shooting.
Yeah, which I kind of thought so too.
But really, because we see Robert give this hypothetical, what if your partner, and then he tries to cheat on his fiance, who he's marrying in 5 days, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to put together, okay, Emma had planned a mass shooting, and you're upset about it. So if Misha was talking about the school shooting outside of the bathroom, it came from Robert. Rachel wasn't telling Robert's coworker about it at the wedding.
That would be very random if that was what Rachel wanted to do.
And if it was Rachel, I think we'd see it.
Probably.
We never see her walk away. We don't see her turn a corner. There's nothing to suggest that Rachel did do that.
No.
Other than what Zendaya thinks she heard.
Yes.
Which her and Robert are hanging on by a thread of dental floss at this point. Both of them are 1 nanosecond away from breaking. Mm-hmm. Zendaya goes to Robert and she's like, we need to get to the bottom of this. I need to know what Misha knows. I need to know who told her. Robert tries to stop her, but Zendaya goes off anyway. She pulls Misha into the room. Misha, mistakenly believing that Emma is confronting her about her almost wasn't affair with Robert, blames Charlie by saying he kissed her first. This shocks Emma. They just sort of go back into the dining hall and on with the wedding as normal. We'll deal with this later. Charlie, who we have previously seen delete the draft of his speech, gives a terribly awkward speech trying to reaffirm his love for Emma.
Oh my God.
But really just saying things like, your laugh is so hideous.
But in a good way.
We have great sex. I don't care if you've done bad things. Like, it's very awkward.
It's so bad. In front of both of our parents, bro. Who are you? And I felt so bad for her. Because she's obviously trying to keep it together. And you just see her, like, crumbling slowly but surely. Because my life is ruined now.
And the more that she's responding to it negatively, the more unraveled he becomes, to the point that he ends up telling on himself. Yes. You did something bad, but I did something bad too with Misha. Ugh. We start hearing Misha and Blake get louder and louder. What is he talking about? What happened? And then Misha says something along the lines of, he did something inappropriate with me, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Blake jumps up. He's like, you sexually assaulted Misha. He runs over. He headbutts Robert. Wow. We see Rachel and Mike jump to the defense of Robert.
Which honestly,
a day late and $1 short.
Fuck Rachel. Because what, you were literally looking at me like I'm the enabler, but now you want to defend me? The fuck? Like, girl, get out of my face and get out of my wedding.
We see Zendaya run out of the venue. She's outside running into the night rain in her orange puffer and bridal gown. Charlie comes to, very confused, searching for Emma. He later goes home, bloodied and miserable. He's texting her. He's calling her. He's saying, you don't even have to talk to me. Please just let me know that you're okay. After failing to find her or be responded to, he goes to him and Emma's favorite diner alone. He orders a cheeseburger and a Diet Coke. Soon after, Emma arrives and sits across from him. They reintroduce themselves as if meeting for the first time and smile at one another. Saabria, what did you make of this movie?
I really, really liked it. I liked how chaotic it got towards the end. I loved that, like, I loved all the twists and the turns in the movie. Zendaya and Rob both have incredible chemistry together.
Phenomenal.
I knew Robert was a really good actor. I know Zendaya is a really good actress, but like I never thought like them together. I want to see more movies of them together. I don't know what they need to do. I don't know what kind of genre, but I just need more of that.
I'll take that a step further. I think every talented actress in Hollywood needs to try to get in a movie with Robert Pattinson. Yes. He was phenomenal in Die My Love with Jennifer Lawrence. He is a scene partner for the ages.
Yeah.
I want to see him with Florence Pugh. Yeah. I want to see him with Emma Stone. I want to see him with everybody.
Yes.
Kirsten Dunst.
Ooh. I enjoyed the movie a lot. 5 I wouldn't say 5. I would say 4.5 out of 5. Maybe 4.75. But yeah, it was hands down good, great, fantastic, phenomenal.
On Letterboxd, I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah, only because you can do 4.5 or 4 or 5.
Oh, there's nothing in between. You're right. Okay.
And I thought if I have to pick,
5.
I think it's a 5.
Okay,
I haven't stopped thinking about it. Every person I see, I'm like, have you seen it? They're like, no. And then I tell them,
you should go see it.
if you see it, parentheses, go see it. Please tell me what you thought about it, because I need to know what everyone in my life thinks.
Yes.
What do you think of the controversy?
Mass shootings are bad. We all know this. But so is rape, sexual assault, murder, war. We don't get trigger warnings for any of that. When we saw For the Materialist, when we realized that this woman got sexually assaulted by her date, there was no trigger warning in the beginning. When we see any of the war reenactments, we don't get no trigger warning. So why? All because this is happening now and this is so prevalent in the United States. It doesn't mean that this movie needs a trigger warning over everyone else's, right?
Yeah.
It's like their quotes right. Like they said what they had to say. But the mass shooting didn't happen. There was a hypothetical of a mass shooting, but we didn't actively see Zendaya pick up a gun and decide to shoot 4 or more people, because apparently that counts as the mass shooting. Why do I need to give you a trigger warning for something that didn't happen?
I think people's reaction to this movie is on different tiers. Mm-hmm. There was one person I saw online, which I thought after the fact, was that about rage baiting people? She was like, I haven't been to a movie since the mass shooting at The Dark Knight Rises, because I've been too afraid to go into a movie theater.
Okay.
But I saw this poster and decided I wanted to see this movie. So I went, and that's what the movie was about.
Yes.
I don't think that you deserve protection if you decide to look at a movie poster and then say, I'm going to see that.
Especially if you've been so terrified of going to movie theaters since the last mass shooting.
You can watch the trailer. It's clear from the trailer that this is not a boy meets girl, they fall in love, happily ever after, the end. Exactly. If you want that, You, Me, and Tuscany is clearly going to give you a warm, ooey-gooey, cutesy love story. And I can't wait to see it.
Same. And honestly, or get Hallmark. You can watch that shit all year round, and you can get the same feeling. Like,
A24 is not in the market of releasing ooey-gooey love stories.
No.
Robert Pattinson is not your typical dashing male love interest. Zendaya clearly is going on a track of being like, I'm an adult, I'm a serious actress, I do serious roles,
yes.
I can be in challenging material, I want to be treated like an adult. I think if she had been starring in You, Me, and Tuscany, that would be a step backwards. Probably. This is the woman who decided, yes, she's in Spider-Man to make her money.
Yeah, but
she's also in Euphoria. There is no positive, warm feelings after an episode of Euphoria.
No.
It is just depression and darkness.
So you can't go from Euphoria just to go back to ooey gooey. I mean, you could. Like, if you want to do it for shits and giggles, sure, you do your thing, girl.
I don't think we're doing that until she gets an Oscar.
No.
I'll tell you that.
And honestly, would she really fit that type of role? I mean, she would. She does great in that. But is that really what I want to see Zendaya do?
No. Zendaya has too much talent for that, frankly. Yeah. I want to see Zendaya in meaty parts. And if anything, one of the few complaints about this movie is that Zendaya doesn't get enough to do. She's the center of the quote-unquote drama. Yeah. But all it's about everyone around her responding to the drama.
True.
We get moments where she has incredible bits of a performance. I think she delivers a complicated character who you feel a lot of compassion for, who you want to love but are conflicted about. There are so many subtle glances that she has at Rob or at other characters where you feel lifetimes of pain. I only have positive things to say about her performance in that regard. But we don't get to see her go to a 10 very often in this movie.
No.
even when the wedding is happening, she's so closed up. She's so restricted. She's so holding it all in.
Mm-hmm.
And even when she goes back for Rob at the end, it's a very delicate portrayal of forgiveness. It's not...
Yeah. It's not the explosiveness that I kind of wanted.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
not her laying on the table at home crying, being like, where are you? Are you okay? Like,
yeah.
she just doesn't get to go there, which
sucks.
it works for the movie. I'm glad that the movie knew what her character needed to be doing.
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting for that, like, great Zendaya film role.
Honestly, I'm kind of mad that they didn't go all out. I'm mad that they didn't allow Zendaya to be the explosive bitch that she needed to be.
I don't think it could have worked.
It could have. You're telling me, one, I'm already a black woman in this movie. And so now I have to shrink myself into a spot to make my fiance, my now husband, to make him feel more comfortable. To try to figure out how, like, he can articulate what happened to me 15 years ago when obviously I don't want to talk about it. Obviously, like, he's going to overthink about it. And even at my own wedding, when I am allowed to be the fullness of myself, I can't even do that because I'm around people.
Nothing in this movie is cut and dry enough.
Yeah.
That there's one answer to any character's behavior, motivation, internal dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if there is a moment where her character crashes out in the way that all the other characters crash out,
mm-hmm.
it becomes too tricky to not default to she hasn't recovered, she's still capable of going to that place that she had been planning before. So I think it's important that her character model restraint and control.
Mm. I know where you're going, and I see that. I just feel like that's not fair. Why do, all because I was thinking about doing something bad when I was younger and vulnerable, because I literally went from my hometown where I had a shit ton of friends, I knew everybody, it was familiar, to this bumblefuck town where I don't know anybody, everyone's being a dick to me, and I was depressed, and I was home by myself all the time because my mom wasn't there and my dad was wherever the fuck he was. So I was thinking about doing bad things, because that's what kids do, we think of doing bad things, but didn't go through it.
Are any of these characters fully developed?
Like, as people?
I would say no.
Yeah.
I think this entire movie is about getting you to think for yourself. And so none of the characters can be clearly defined enough to be able to get to a place where they can confront too many complicated feelings in detail.
Okay.
And Zendaya's character probably pays for that the most.
Yeah.
Rob's character can get away with a little bit more because he's essentially the audience surrogate.
Okay.
Because the movie wants you to think about, can you love Zendaya even if she was going to do this?
Rob is us.
So Rob is us.
Okay.
So Rob's character can do a little bit more range.
Okay.
Zendaya's character can't go too far in any one direction.
Because that could skew us.
Yes, because then it answers the question. Yes, you can. She's completely fixed. No, you can't. She's still capable of being unhinged. So she needs to stay in that place of ambiguity.
Yeah, which I get that. But something in my spirit, people aren't black and white. People are gray. There's a lot of gray in us. For me, as Zendaya, to have to be so black or white about it, being I'm fully healed or I'm still unhinged because I'm feeling feelings. I'm not allowed to be angry at the fact that you ruined our wedding. I'm not allowed to have the feeling of, why am I about to cry? I'm not allowed to feel anything because I might like bump something in a different direction than I want people to perceive me as, because I'm being human. Like, that's weird. And so, like, as like a black woman, that sucks. It's like, I want her to be angry, but then she has to go back to Rob and be like, oh no, baby, it's fine. Like, soothing the cat. Fuck that, bro. Like, I get it, but fuck that, bro.
In the movie, we see her Every time she says, do you want to start over? Which, okay, I'm having an aha moment. In the beginning of the movie,
yes,
they're meet cute.
Yes.
Rob's fumbling the ball.
Yes.
Do you want to start over and try again? She gives him that opportunity.
Yes.
When they're in their apartment around the middle of the movie, end of the first act, and Rob's like, but why? But why did you do this? Why did you plan this? Why did you want to do this? Why was this in your mind? She says, can we start over? Do you come here often? And they're trying to just like have a normal moment together.
Yes.
And he's like, no, this doesn't work. This won't work. This is dumb. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Stop trying this. And he shuts her down and won't let her restart. I'm going to respectfully push back against what you said about she has to go and coddle him as the cat. Zendaya chooses to, instead of respond to the things happening at her wedding and add to it, she chooses to remove herself, which is the thing she wanted to do from that game. It's the thing that she wanted to do from her community of peers. It's the thing she's probably wanted to do her entire life, is to remove herself from all of the drama. And then she only goes back to the diner, and the ending only works because she chooses to live out her wish. And she demands that they start over by saying, hi, have I seen you here before? And the magic of the ending is that he goes with her. And he finally, for the first time in her life, truly lets her start over.
Shit, that's beautiful. I'm so mad. It's like, why am I gonna cry? Why do I have to do everything? Like, why didn't he? I understand we couldn't find her. But why couldn't you start that? Like, I understand it's her wish. I understand that this is her restarting. I understand that this is her, like, giving herself power back and giving herself control from the chaos and from the drama. But, like, I'm working so hard. So, like, why can't you help me, help us?
I think in a weird, clumsy, gray way, he does a lot of the labor that gets her to that place where it's possible. He unintentionally levels the playing field. He does something bad that she can choose whether or not to leave him over by trying to cheat with his coworker. And then at the wedding, he embarrasses them both. He disrupts the image that they have to be this perfect bride and groom. And he starts the bargaining phase there. He's begging for her forgiveness. He's begging for her understanding. He's essentially giving her the option of, will you reconsider me? And he's giving her back some of the power. And then when he gets home and he's alone, instead of being mad and being like, why did you leave me? Why didn't you come back for me? He's like, I don't care if you come back. I don't care if you want to be with me. I don't care if you want to talk to me. Just please tell me that you're okay, that you're safe somewhere. All you have to do is text me back. And so she feels safe enough to come back.
Okay. Shut up. Okay. Yeah. I'm not crying, y'all. It's fine. It's the allergies. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, guys. Oh my god. Yeah. I have no more words for this movie. Do you have any more words for this movie?
No, I think we got it.
Perfect. That's great. Cut the mic, bro. So now it's time for ours and yours favorite segment of the night. Woo-woo. To keep on yappings or to quit it and shut the fuck up. John, you want to start that?
I will start.
Woo-woo.
Quit yapping Kanye West.
Okay, yes.
I don't know what you're calling yourself these days, but
something.
I'm going to call you Kanye West because although you have had many achievements in your musical career, you are not currently deserving of respect. You weirdo Nazi sympathizer, Trump supporter. You are sick.
Yes.
I get it. You do appear to be more regulated. I'm happy about that.
Yes.
I never want to say never. I believe that most people have the potential to be redeemed.
But
it was revealed today that he was dropped from a music festival in the UK after he was banned from entering the United Kingdom due to his previous comments. So Kanye can't go into the UK for, I would say, justifiable reasons. And he's upset because he just wants to bring his performance there to show that he's about love and inclusivity and that he's changed. Why don't, instead of doing performances in which you make $33 or more million for 2 hours, you be quiet, take advocacy courses, represent charities that promote understanding, respect, inclusivity, that fight discrimination, that fight anti-Semitism, that fight prejudice, and actually commit yourself to your job being a good person and representing vulnerable communities. You don't need to be on the biggest stages in the world to show that you've changed. Take a few years, have actions that are positive and not self-serving, and maybe then audiences will come to you more organically. And then countries won't ban you from entry because you've been normal for 3 weeks. Quit yapping, Kanye.
okay. Looks like you have more to say.
He's a wackadoo.
Yes.
Saabria,
Yes, ma'am.
what you got?
Sorry. Goddamn New York City and the whole council peoples, the council folk want to fucking put all the male trees out and not have no female trees. And all the pollen is up the fucking wazoo and a bitch is tired. Hence the wheezing and the whazzing. Put some bitches out there so the males can fuck. Come on, I don't know what to tell you. The pollen's going everywhere and there's nothing to land on. And it's landing in my face. So please, what's his name? Kwame. Madani.
Zahran Mamdani.
I said what I said. Kwame, please get the females out there. Get the bitches out there for the males. So the pollen can go somewhere so we can be prolific and fertilate. Fertilate? Frolic and fornicate. I think that's what I was trying to say. I'm just tired of the pollen. I'm tired of spring. So I just need us to go somewhere else. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Girl doesn't have enough oxygen going to her brain because the girl can't breathe. I think that's all I got, baby. You got anything else? Never mind. Oh, okay. Yep.
If you love Olivia Rodrigo,
Oh, goodness.
and you are pretty excited for her forthcoming album, which I definitely know the name of, you seem pretty sad for a girl so in love. You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love.
Look at you knowing words. Clap for John.
If you love Olivia Rodrigo, if you are as excited as I am about this album, which we both know the name of,
Yes.
and you want to talk about it with me the week after June 12th,
Not with me, though.
slip and slide into my DMs because
Ooh.
I am looking to assemble a panel so that we can break it down track by track.
Man.
Thank you for being with me today, Saabria.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for being there.
Thank you for listening. Please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. And we love you for listening.
Love y'all. Bye. Mean it. Say it back.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you too.